So a week or so ago, I believe it was a week ago, Donald Trump did his little town hall on Fox News, and I talked about this at the time. He was asked straight up by Bret Baier, are you going to make your next administration about vengeance? Donald Trump said, no, absolutely not. I'm not even going to have time for it. Now, a couple hours before he gave that answer, he sent out a fundraising email where the first words were, I am your retribution. So they said, are you going to make it all about retribution? He says, no, I'm not even going to have time. I'm super busy. Well, this past weekend, the day before the voting began in Iowa, Donald Trump told a crowd, quote, these caucuses are your personal chance to score the ultimate victory over all the liars, cheaters, thugs, perverts, frauds, crooks, freaks, creeps, and other quite nice people. The Washington swamp has done everything in its power to take away your voice, but tomorrow is your time to turn on them and to say and speak your mind and to vote. So he's telling these people, get revenge. He's telling the voters, take revenge on these creeps and freaks and perverts. Coming from a guy who, again, last week was implicated in having intercourse with an underage girl from Epstein's victims. But yeah, we're the perverts, right, man? But what he's doing is he is expanding upon his idea of an administration of vengeance and retribution and telling voters that you too get to take your vengeance out upon people. Stick it to them by voting for me. So you get your revenge, I get to the White House, I get my revenge. Nothing but revenge across the board for everybody who only cares about that. In fact, one Trump supporter who was at that rally has said to reporters, I'm here in part out of spite. I can't abandon him after what they did to him in that last election and the political persecution he faces. I feel like I owe him this. He's our only option. Okay, but you started by saying, I'm here in part out of spite. Donald Trump, as I've repeatedly said, so has everybody else, he's going to make the second term about nothing but retribution. It's going to be taking out his anger on anyone that he feels has wronged him. Left, right, center, doesn't matter. Media, First Amendment protections, those are out the window. Everybody who's gone against him is going to be screwed. That's the only thing he wants to do. But now his supporters are getting in on that. And this is where it becomes very dangerous, right? This is where we get people saying, I want my retribution too. Trump's telling them you need your retribution. So he's programming them to think that they need revenge. So what happens with that programming when Trump loses the election? You're going to have millions of people out there that feel like they are owed their chance to get revenge. And if Trump doesn't win, which was their opportunity to get revenge, they're left still wanting it. Wanting that thing, wanting that revenge, the vengeance, the retribution, whatever you want to call it, they still want it, and it was just denied from them. That is where we start to see what those, extremism experts have been warning us about. That's when we see the attacks. That's when we see the riots. That's when we see the death threats that escalate beyond threats. And he's programming them to want that if he doesn't win. That's what's so dangerous about this man. These people are being reprogrammed to want a thing they never thought they needed or wanted. And it's going to end badly when they don't get it after that election. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.